Hi guys, it's Shell, Sunbury Housewives. Welcome back to another video. Today is a bonus video. If you're not subscribed to our channel, please do so by hitting the subscribe button. We would love to have you. I post videos every Wednesday and Saturday. But today, like I said, is a bonus video. I am reviewing a sub paper and sublimation ink sent to me. So I am sent this kit and it's an amazing kit. It has the paper in it, and it had a mouse pad in it. I had planned to use it, but I ended up not. And it comes with the ink and these, so it comes with all four inks, and then it comes with these little like syringe type things to put the ink into your printer. And then it also comes with a bundle of paper. This is the A sub paper, and the A sub logo is on the back of the paper, as you can see right there. And this was sent to me to review for you guys. I will have everything listed in the description box below, so make sure that you do check that out. So the first thing I need to do is, because I need to try this ink, is to remove the ink that I currently have in my printer. Now, let me tell you, this was a royal pain. So normally this is where you would put your ink, but I actually had to kind of take this apart and do it. And you pull off the little hoses, and then I had to syringe out all of the ink. This took me quite a while and was extremely messy. But I did get it done, and as you can see, I'm sucking it out, and then I removed it. I'm not going to show you the whole process of me removing it, because like I said, this was a lengthy process. But I am showing you a little bit of me pulling out some of it. And then once I get that done, you can actually watch and see that the tank is emptying out as you're sucking up the ink out of it. And I just discarded it into a trash bag filled with a bunch of paper towels. So yeah, and I wish I had worn gloves on both hands, because as you'll see later, I had ink everywhere. But I did put paper towels down in my printer just to protect my printer. So once I got all of the yellow out, you can actually see where the yellow is completely empty. The yellow that you see that's on there is stained, but the rest is completely full. So now I'm going to continue off camera and completely empty out the rest of it before it's time to fill it. So now I'm going to go ahead and fill it. I've already started, but you can see here where the yellow is starting to fill up and the rest of the tank is empty. So what I do is I just take the syringe and I insert it into the bottle and I just suck it up. I wish I had bigger syringes so that I wouldn't have to have done this so many times. So I wanted to quickly interrupt to let you know this is how you're actually supposed to use it. And then you could just put that right in the hole and fill it. Yeah, I'm an idiot. So that's how it's supposed to be done. Like that. And that would have done so much easier. And the only thing that I will say about this ink, or these bottles, is I do wish they were more like the bottles that come with the printer, which I didn't use, but other sublimation bottles, to where you just stick it on there and it sucks it right out, because this was sort of a hassle. But it's not a game, you know, it's not something that would deter me from ever purchasing this. But that's the only thing that was kind of a pain. So I just syringed the ink back in there, and then you can see that it was full, and I did fill the rest of them off camera. Yeah, and ignore my fingers, told you this was messy. So after I was done, the black, I completely used all of it, and this is what I had left for the rest of them. And I'm just going to go ahead and keep those syringes and the rest of the ink together. And so now let's work on some projects. So the next thing I need to do is go ahead and put the paper into my printer. So I took that out of the box and struggled apparently. So I'm going to pull open the drawer and pull it out and pull out any of the remaining paper that I already had in there so that I can use the A-sub paper. And as I said before, it has their logo on the back, and that's how you know it's the back. And then the front is just white. So I'm going to go ahead and insert this into my printer, the logo side up, since this is how my printer prints. I have an Epson ET5150, and it's never had regular ink in it, only sublimation. So I am going to start out by working on some earrings. Fall is around the corner, and I really wanted some fall earrings, so I decided this would be a perfect project to try this paper with. So I had this kit, and I kind of have a fail, but I think it's from my own error, and you'll see that here. But I did pull out enough for 2 pairs, and I only ended up making 1 pair. But this kit that I got, I will link it in the description box below. It comes with everything that you need except for the tools. So I do measure so that I know exactly what size that I want to print out. And when I print out sublimation, I always print it out just a smidge bigger than the design so that you know that you get the entire surface sublimated. So that is what I'm doing here. And these earrings came with a protective covering, so I did need to remove that. So here is my print. Ignore the design on the left. That's for a customer order. So I did not want to waste a whole sheet, so I made sure to make the best of it. I'm cutting out the designs for the earrings, and I'm doing front and back. So I did cut out or print out 4, and it's just the same design on each side. You could always do different designs on each side, but this is what I chose to do. And it was just a really simple design. So I just made buffalo plaid and a pumpkin on the earring. So once I get those cut out, I am pulling off the protective sheet off of each side of the earring. And once I get those off, that they were on there pretty good there too. But once I get those off, I will take a lint roller and make sure to get any debris that is on. And look how thick those are. This is a nice quality. So here I'm going to go ahead and lint roll it now, just to get any of that debris off. And I do both sides on each earring. And then once that is done, I will tape my earring to the image using the heat safe tape. And then it'll be time to press. The instructions for this one says to heat it around 345 to 350 degrees for about 40 seconds. I'm used to doing a lot of my products, sublimating them at 400, and that is where I went wrong. I wasn't paying attention. My heat press was set at 400. Excuse me. If you cannot tell by my voice, I'm still dealing with this bronchitis. But once I do get all of this completely taped down it will, I'll use that sheet of paper that's on the desk there to use as my blowout paper, because once it's heated up, it will absorb into the paper, and I'd rather not have it absorb to my heat press. So I got those taped, and that paper I am going to use as my blowout paper. Like I said, I am just going to fold it in half and have the earrings on the inside. And you want to have the earrings with the paper side up, because that's where the heat press is going to hit. So once I fold that over, I will take it over to my heat press, and this is where the fail happened, because like I said, I had my heat press set at 400 and it should have been set at 345, 350. So once that's done, I do pull it off, and you can see on the right side, there's a very little bit of an image where you could see where that blow up paper, the ink came through. You want to see that, and then you want it on the paper, and then you don't want that on your heat press because it will transfer to other products. So I let this go ahead and sit there for just a second, and I'm taking off the heat tape, and it comes off the paper and looks beautiful. There was no ghosting, nothing like that. Everything turned out absolutely beautiful. Very impressed with this paper and this ink. As I took off the other side, this is where I noticed my fail. The sublimation side on the other side completely came off. I don't know if I heated it up too much or if I just didn't let it cool enough before I ripped off the tape, but it came right with it. No big deal. That will still get used. I'm just going to repress another earring. The other earring that's sitting there came out absolutely beautiful. No issues at all. So I think it cooled enough to where I was able to pull the tape off, and it didn't pull it off with it. So like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and repress a whole new earring, and that piece that did get messed up, I'm going to turn that into a necklace. So it's not wasted, and I get a necklace out of it as well. So you can see here, I don't know if I show you or not. I'm looking. Yep, I'm telling you now that I'll just press a new one. So I do let those completely cool before I do the second side. I think I was still debating whether or not to do it. So here it is. I got them both done, and it's time to put the earrings together. And like I said, this kit did come. Look how beautiful that is. And look how vibrant it is. And I'm showing you here the paper, the extras that I did print out, how dull it is. It always prints out dull on your paper. You want to see that because once you press it, it really releases that ink and just makes it so vibrant. So yeah, I'll just make that into a necklace and have me a set for fall. It'll be perfect. Maybe I'll put some resin on the back. Who knows? But not all is lost. So this kit did come with the jump rings and the earring, the things you stick in your ear, the earring piece. So I just grabbed some of my tools so that I could put these together. I put the jump ring through the earring, and then grab the other earring piece, the piece that goes through your ear, and attach that onto the jump ring as well. And then take my other pliers and close the jump ring. So I'll do this for both earrings, and I'm not dealing with a necklace yet because I have to go find all my necklace stuff. But these just make the perfect gift for yourself or for anybody. You can add any photo you want on these, and just completely personalize it for you. So I absolutely love doing the earrings. So the next project I'm going to work on is some car coasters. These are made out of neoprene, and they have a little cutout, perfect for your car. So I just printed out just a design. The ones in my car, I don't know, they're still great, but I just thought, let's do some fall ones. Just continue to test out this paper and this ink. So I did print them out, and I did use my lint roller to lint roll the front of those as well. And I'm going to align these up to make sure that the design is completely lined up right and where I want it to be. And I tape that down. Yes, I know I'm in a different area and I really struggled with keeping in frame, but I tried my best. So I'm doing the same thing with the other one. And you'll want to, on these, make sure that when you tape it down that it really stays, because the tape doesn't want to stick to the backing near as well as it will to what it did on the earrings. But it did work. So, and they didn't shift around. Anytime your image shifts around during, the heating of it is when you're going to get your ghosting, and you definitely do not want that. So for the same thing here, after I get these taped, I will place these in a piece of paper so it'll catch any blowout and not get onto my heat press. And I just cut that in those in between those two. And then I'm going to place that upside down with the A-sub paper right side up and fold this in half, and then place it. For these, you do want to do 400 degrees at 40 seconds. And once those are done, they do come out and they are beautiful. You can see the image through the back. You want to see that perfect. And then the blowout onto the paper. So when I pull these off, because of this neoprene material, they kind of want to fold up a little bit, which is no big deal. Once they cool, they flatten completely out. But look how absolutely stunning these look. They are so vibrant on this material. And they're permanent, they're washable. So, your car, when you put your drinks in, they tend to get nasty. You can just throw these right in the washer. And they're beautiful. Look at that. Happy fall. I love them. So the third project that we're going to work on after that is I have these big magnets. They're 4x4. And so I just printed out this image from when we were on the girls' trip and thought, why not make a magnet? So I am once again lint rolling. This did not have a protective cover on the magnet itself, which is odd. Most stuff does come with a protective cover, but this did not have one. So I printed out one of my favorite pictures from our trip, and I am placing that the magnet over it. It comes with a second piece to the magnet that you put on after it's cooled down to actually make it magnetized. And so here I'm just taping the press board part of the magnet that is sublimatable to the paper, and then I will place this in another sheet of paper to catch the blowout. And I will press this at 400 degrees for 40 seconds. And then once that is done, make sure your A-sub logo is facing up. So once that is done, this is very hot. So I had to carefully make sure to take that tape off so that I did not burn my fingers. Spoiler alert, I still burnt my fingers. The tape comes off super easy. And then once I get that removed, and look at all that blowout. That would have ended up on my heat press and would have been horrible. And look how beautiful this comes out. Oh, I love it. I can't wait to put this on my fridge. So I let this cool. And once it is cool, I'm going to go ahead and take that the backing off of the magnet itself and just place this right on to the center of the other piece. And then that is done. So, A-Sub paper and A-Sub ink, I am a fan. It's great. Like I said, the only thing I wish was different was how you actually put the ink into the printer, but that's not something that would ever deter me from purchasing it in the future. I thank them so much for sending me this to review, but here's all the projects together. I love them. They're so vibrant. Sublimation is one of my favorite things to do. So make sure to check out the description box for the link to purchase your own A-Sub paper and ink. And thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.